DOT because they're changing that 63 bridge right in Geneseo where that's
the big one
trusses, and they're going to do a roundabout where we're going to have them leave like almost 200 feet of the old road, and we're going to do commercial vehicle inspections.
Oh, you guys are the county?
Yeah.
That's what we need, another.
Push it back on 390. Keep them on 390.
Want
to do it local. We do all our.
Well, that's showing back.
Yeah.
Okay, I've done my job for once, I lived for 3 days.
That's what we get for sliding them in at the last minute.
How did you do, Greg?
No, but, we let somebody slide a couple bills in that.
Norm, when did they, that's the first time I've seen the sheriffs in there,
Where's that?
rest area.
Yeah, we do it once. We let them out there once a month.
Yeah?
We don't like going out on 390 because we want to keep the trucks on 390. So, but they whine because they can do twice as many trucks in a day as they can at like one of the plazas.
Cause they wanna do,
Because you can we can make every truck get off 390 there. But if we do it in a plaza, they gotta find a truck, pull it over, escort it back to the plaza, so you're killing a lot of time.
just trying to get some of that gene.
Okay, yeah, 7 o'clock, I'd like to call a meeting of the Board of Trustees for the Village of Dansville to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, please be seated. Let the record show that Trustee Rittenhouse is on an excused absence this week. Okay, first item business are the minutes, department head minutes for Wednesday, May 9th, and the regular meeting minutes for Monday, May 21st, and Monday, June 18th. We still have a couple sets of minutes we've got to catch up on yet. We'll get to those for next month. I have a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
We have a motion from Trustee Zay, a second.
Second.
Second from Trustee Nagel. Any discussion, corrections, additions? Not hearing any. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. The only item I have right to this evening, we have no privilege of the floor. Under comments and correspondence from the mayor, we have just an observation from the LCN this past week. We had a letter from one of our folks up on Maury Ave complaining about the sidewalk being put in. Of course, that sidewalk issue was all discussed about 2 months ago. Nothing new in the letter, and the only thing that's been done to date is the culvert was put in across for the creek and the sidewalk on top of that, and otherwise everything remains the same. Why it suddenly appeared in the LCN, I don't know, but
Did you read it?
yeah, it's the same stuff that got said before. There's nothing new. It's, the argument's the same. Well, they're going to walk on the road anyway. That may be the case, but we give them the option to do it safely on the sidewalk. If people want to walk in the road, it's like kids playing in the road. They can probably do it, and if they get hurt, and what can you do? You lead a horse to water, you can't necessarily make him drink. So with that, just so that everybody's aware that that was out there, I haven't heard anything, any comments from anybody in the community. Under committee reports, village clerk, legislative, anything on the action list that needs to be updated?
We didn't get anything, I don't believe, from the last meeting, and also we haven't crossed anything off.
Yep. Public safety, Trustee Zay.
Chief, I think it's you. That's all we got.
I don't have any guesses left.
Tammy got an excuse for not being, got an excuse from me last, not to be here. She has nothing to add. Just out there doing things.
Yeah, the police department's out there doing things. Business hasn't declined since last week, so it's just the same, trying to keep up with things. Did start a background check on one applicant.
Thought maybe I heard you have after that.
No, yeah, and I tell everyone to be right. So, yeah, so it started. Focused on the most experienced candidate that has the greatest potential of being successful in this location, in this environment. And, like I said, Avon Caledonia, Leroy today, and then we'll follow up with friends and family and landlords. And went to his house and saw how he lives. And, you know, all the stuff that goes with it to try to make sure that the applicant is capable and competent, neighborhood friendly, and so on and so forth. So.
Does he sign a waiver and get like the other PD's backgrounds too?
I can, yes.
Because a lot of times we get, the sheriff's office, they'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
same thing with
we'll try to
us.
stick that in there
So,
too.
yeah, I did the same thing, and so Leroy's chief and I'll have a conversation tomorrow about it. Yeah.
As long as they know he's interviewing. I was trying to get that clear first.
We're clear that as well, to make sure that the current bosses know, and one boss knows, which is Leroy, the other boss will know tomorrow, and Attica. So,
He's part-time in both.
correct.
See civil service up there in Leroy?
No.
Because I know they were trying to hire one of our guys part-time and they wanted him to be competitive. And he's part-time competitive with us, but he's on probation, so we're like,
Yeah, unless you sign off.
right. I mean, I don't know, I mean, I'd like the guy, but
Yeah, the only way you can do it then is if you would sign off early on probation,
Right.
at least. Then you can transfer.
Anything else in public safety?
The town looks pretty good as far as the village ordinance stuff, you know.
Yeah, see, I don't know about the desk and cottage, but I do know that brush on Prime was picked up there towards cottage.
The garbage on William Street's gone.
Okay.
But I don't know, since yesterday was changed. I was in town most of the day, and then, we had mental health for us and go to Warsaw, so I covered the road for the last 2.5, 3 hours, and I just kept taking calls. Didn't have much chance to just wander and look around.
In case, I'll bring it up now, it's really a parks and recreation thing, but I got a call this evening from an individual I know who was asking, who had been contacted by some of his friends about cleaning off the turtle cover, I guess, down at the Washington Park, Williams Park, excuse me. Cleaning it. Apparently there's some provocative wording on it, some George Carlin type language.
That's a good way to put it.
And they asked permission to clean it off, and I said, go right ahead. So if you see somebody down there monkeying with it, it's probably because they're cleaning it off.
Do we have any other community situation around? By some chance we have a community service work out.
That was nice that somebody had asked about the second or third person lately who's asked me to actually do some work on our property, cleaning things up. So I think that's a positive right there. You got people showing some interest. Great stifle initiative.
yeah. Bumper tanker chassis, is there something new with that?
Well, I was going to ask the fire department, which isn't here tonight. So, but no, do you know of any changes in the?
No, but they did say that they would give me enough notice as soon as they knew it was coming, and then they come in and get the check.
Okay. Yeah, of course they would.
Usually don't wait for that.
Okay. If there's nothing else from public safety, we'll move along to budget, finance, and audit. Trustee Rittenhouse, who is clearly absent. I'll go ahead and do it then. We have a little early in the season to have budget modifications. But you never know. Nothing under special billings. Under our regular billings, under general, we have paychecks 17036 and through 17043 for a total of $144,010.60. The audited checks in the amount of $268,134.92. For water, we paid checks, or actually a check, 1518 for $9,061.93. And we audited checks in the amount of $48,910.44. Under sewer, we paid check 1321 for a grand total of $250. It'd be nice if all of our bills could be that small. Not likely. We audited checks in the amount of $31,775.15. I'll make a motion that we approve the bills under general water and sewer. Do I have a second? Second from trustee Labar. You could buy a second. A nanosecond. Any discussion? Trustee Nagel?
Aye.
Trustee Zay?
Aye.
Trustee Labar? And the mayor's an aye. Under band and bond payments due August 1st of this year, we have an EFC M&T loan for Mill Creek Dam admin fee, $55. I'll go ahead and do the MedX billing as well. We have Livingston County EMS, $6,075. Nothing for patient reimbursement nor anything for Livonia EMS. We have revalidate the Medicaid for $569. We have MedX invoice for number 7 for this year at $2,314. Village of Dansville payment of $6,246.67, and Dansville ambulance payment of $7,634.82. Do I have a motion to pay the band, bond, and MedX payments? I'll make the motion. Who would like to do the second?
I'll second it.
Second from trustee Zay. Any discussion? Not hearing any. Trustee Labar.
Aye.
Trustee Zay.
Aye.
Trustee Nagel. And the mayor's an aye. Thank you. Public Works. Water and Sewer. Trustee Nagel.
Other than I see they're tearing in pretty good at Clay Street, so carry on there. Supervisor.
The only thing I really have is a water line. It's broke over at Convenient. I'll try to fix tomorrow night. Finally fix it, totally fix it. We couldn't shut it off that night. So we band-aided it, and everything goes right. I'm short a couple guys tomorrow, so we'll see how many guys will stay, but I think we can get it done tomorrow night. We had a little issue with a line at Carpenter's that kind of screwed me around a couple days. We tried to pressure test it, had a leak, but we found it was just a fitting, but that drove me nuts all weekend worrying about that. We're going to have to dig it all back up, find the leak, but we got that taken care of. The boys chlorinated that today, so that'll be finally done and finished. Water, that's for sure, that's about it. Sewer's running okay. Rain's gone now. I did ask Aaron from MRV to come in. He figured about 6 to 8 hours a month maybe, just to come in and check everything and do the reporting, so that we're covered with the DEC. And other than that,
Any issues with that pump down there by Arby's?
yeah, just one of the pumps is bad. It's greasy in there too. This time it's really greasy.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I don't know why it hasn't been that bad.
That's what Doug was saying.
So I don't know if it's somebody, we have to do a little investigation down there to see if somebody's doing something different. I don't know who it would be, but same people have been on it, Dunkin' Donuts would be the only ones. I don't know if they got somebody new in there and they're doing something different. I don't know. So I told them to stop in to the places and talk with them and see.
They all have grease traps?
Yeah. And then
Maybe they aren't cleaning them enough.
either that or somebody's just had, I don't know, dumping excessive amount down here. I don't know. There's not that many businesses on that pump station, so it's not too hard to figure it out.
Is Arby's on there?
Arby's is on it, yeah.
So
Arby's, Burger King is not on it. They're on their own system.
Okay.
Then everybody in the class is on it. So,
That doesn't include Big Sky or anything like that?
no, they're all on septic down there.
Yeah. So, yeah.
There's only two. Subway, I don't think they have a whole lot, and I don't think the supermarket would have a whole lot. Only these Arby's and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
So, have to go and check those two.
Scott, to back up a little bit on the water line break, so much, I'm just amazed at how, our system works so fast and good to get things done. And, working around here when we have a breakdown like that. But I did hear a couple of people, one person told me in particular that something went wrong down there. I guess it was the owner of the store, got the water shut off and he didn't know nothing about it or something.
Inconvenient?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he knew, he was the first one to know.
Well,
He went and talked with him.
This is the way it is. I hear things and I don't think it's right to be. Those people don't understand
I mean, it was boiling up front of his place, so he was the first one to know.
why.
And he came out, he was good, he told us. the morning.
Yeah, well, something, I think there's something more than that. I don't think it was.
Well, I think I'm sure he was upset that, we blocked the street off,
Yeah.
and so it hurt his business, absolutely.
Now,
I'm
what
sure
are you gonna do? What would you done any other way?
Not a whole lot we could do in that situation.
You needed to get the job done.
Water was
This is
boiling down the
This is
road.
what I don't understand, why people complain about that for, how many hours were you there, You could have been sitting there all weekend like that, I mean,
We
store
got shut off, we'd been done a lot quicker, that was our
the
biggest
store
issue.
could have been shut down for the weekend. I mean, so you could find a way to fix it. Luckily, you guys were ahead of the game a little bit and know how to do it, take care of the job. But everybody's not gonna be happy, I guess, or something.
There'll always be something. Just the nature of the beast.
And of course, we have to hear that stuff. 'Cause
I went and saw him yesterday about closing down, tomorrow night, he was fine with that.
Yeah.
He's gonna close down 2 hours early for us,
I don't think it was him.
which makes it nice.
Heard from different sources that he was upset, so.
Once I cut the pipe and pull it out of the ground, I take a hard look at it, why it broke such a big piece and, it broke over 4-foot section underneath. We had to put 3 wraps on it that night just to get it to stop. What caused that, I don't know.
A plastic pipe?
Hard to know, stuck iron. The kind of pipe really shouldn't be doing that. What might have done it is, one time down the road, maybe can't blame the fire department because it could have been us, could have been anybody shut a fire hydrant down really fast. And that sends a shock wave through the system. Sometimes that'll do it. But, who knows? Who knows, remind you guys slow on the hydrants. I think they all know. They've been there.
We don't use them that much, so let's keep it that way.
Get it now.
Just jinxed yourself.
It's just another soft spot in the
It's always a good
system.
reminder for you guys, because they get excited when there's a fire,
Okay.
I'll let them know, that's not a problem.
Anything else, Mike?
Nope, I said, that's just another soft spot in the system down there that didn't get fixed yet. Sooner or later, all these are gonna be fixed, and you won't have any problem at all. Keep all the shut-offs where we want them.
Okay. Anything else for water and sewer? Move right along the streets. Trustee LeVar.
Scott, any update on the street side of the business since we last met?
No, we didn't start on Clay Street today, and hopefully that'll move right along. Everything, I can keep on my help. Like say tomorrow I got 2 guys off that I could really use tomorrow to help on that, but it is what it is. So I'm hoping, I'm not even gonna say anything. Never.
Did Bruce get all of his work done?
No, he's still working on, he'll be here, he was left early. He got us going on the more part. He's got some ideas tomorrow, we'll get the other part laid out, roll up through there hopefully.
How long is that gonna take?
It's always $1 million question. You drive by Friday night, take a look, and then,
Okay.
I don't know, because what, tomorrow something will blow up, and then this will
I've
happen.
been by now,
that
seen
happen.
the trees are down and it's clear, so it's ready to go for you.
It's ready to go, there's a block lined up by the miles of my list of the day. No, we're, hopefully, by Friday night, because I'm gonna work all day Friday, and the boys are, hopefully we can, because it's all rain next week. What little bit of rain we had last night, just backing in there today, the ground was pumping really, I had to put road plates down. Gotta get in and get out before the weather turns, starts raining, it makes it twice as hard to do the job when it's wet. So,
You're just gonna do that one house, like that one, because I know you're talking about the one next to it.
yeah,
Hit the one,
we're
the first
actually,
one.
we were like halfway across her property,
Okay.
and then the next phase, we'll have to go down and do another
Couple
chunk,
others, yep.
and another chunk, and it'll be done, but, you know, it'll be in pretty good shape now. Yeah, the lady that to make the corner, we had to go over on her property a little bit, and, you know, she's very happy, she wanted to do it all, but like you say, we just can only do so much financially and time-wise, so. My biggest thing is to get up and get around the corner where the bad choke point is, get that cleared out, so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. So, we'll go from there. The only thing I'd like to bring up, for me personally, and I asked Dick this like a year ago, we never did get an answer, but like last week, just for example, like Wednesday night, we had a meeting, Thursday night, I was late with this pressure testing down on Surface Road or Quarter Road. And then I went home and I did bills till about 11 o'clock. Friday I worked till noon, got called back and the 3 was here till midnight. I asked you before, not asking for a decision tonight, but I'd like something done. I don't want anything money-wise, that's not what I'm asking for, but time. You know, Danny said, take the time off in that week. Well, week's Friday night. But this week, I can't take the time off this week. There's just no way. I'll be here, you know, I'll have 10, 12 hours extra this week. I mean, just after a while, I'm just asking for something down the road. You guys can discuss it some other time, but, you know, I just like a little time off when I can take the time off, that's all.
Okay.
So, you guys can discuss it.
Noted. Anything for Scott, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, Parks and Rec, let's talk about the monument.
So the monument, the fellow called today, he was here last Friday. And I don't know why our monument's doing that, I guess it's a bad piece of granite. They said they hardly ever see what's happening to our monument. So he talked to 2 or 3 guys and, you know, one guy saw it once and another guy's never seen it. It should last 500 years, he said, never get it. So anyhow, our letters, and if you go over and look at it, I didn't even, until I got up really close, I didn't realize how bad it was. But the letters, that was all done by hand back in the day, that whole thing. But I think the water gets behind it, and the frost gets in there, and it's popped some of them right off. So what he said about the only way to really fix it is to come in and basically take all that off, and then do like they do today, where they inset the lettering. So you guys can go over and look at it. You should really go over and look at it. He's going to get some prices around to do that. But at least if you look at it up close, that's really what you need to do. And then, you know, next month they would make a decision on what we want to do. Once we find out the cost, you know, maybe do a couple sides a year or something. I don't know. See how expensive it is. I have no idea what it's going to cost. I didn't put him on the spot. But he was concerned about taking the raised letters off. And I don't see that that's going to be a big deal. I think they would pop right off and solid. And then around the bottom where people, I think that's where people have been talking about caulking. He said just what I said, you know, we'll do it like maybe September, we'll go in and topsoil all that. And some of the steel piping around the outside is all rusted, that needs to be replaced. But, you know, I don't want to go over there now and put dirt there, it's just going to look like H, because it's not going to grow grass or anything this time of year. And that'll take care of that. There's nothing really wrong with the base of it. And then all the caulking that's actually between all the stones, that's perfect. You guys said don't touch that. So, but I don't know when people are making comments, if they're commenting on, you know, the swelling in the front, or, you know, when they say caulking, I don't know. You know, you just like go over and caulk it up. That's what somebody complained about.
Yeah, Jane Shriver.
Oh, okay.
That was quite some time ago. My concern is the scaling there on the one side.
Yeah, the roadside is where it's the worst.
Yeah.
Where everybody sees it.
I'm not, I'd have to look at the lettering. There's also some concerns about, from a historical point of view, and I need to get a hold of Amy Alden, the county historian, on this, but Sumter is spelled wrong. I say we leave it alone. Other people, back in the day when they first put it in, they figured it was wrong, but there was nothing they could do to fix it, they thought.
How old
obviously.
is that, do you know?
I think it was put up in the early 1880s. George Highland, who was the Civil War vet, was the guy behind it. He was the one that put up Hotel Dansville. It's so
When you
long.
get down and look at that,
Mhm.
try to imagine that done by hand. I mean, that's pretty darn good.
It was done right here in Dansville.
It's amazing.
It's Warden Brothers, and their building was sitting right about here.
Really?
Yep. It was here until probably the mid-50s business. But anyway, it's, yeah, there's some historical things. My opinion is we beat the spelling as it was erroneously done. Someone else said, you know, we ought to correct it. Historically, that's part of the backstory on the thing. Just put a P in it when I should have not done a P. But that's, 100 and some years ago.
Pre-Google.
Pardon?
Pre-Google. You can Google it.
See, what development, or what are we talking about? Which one is it? Development that she's talking about.
Over here, Soldiers Finding.
Oh, okay, that's what I got thinking. I thought,
Okay.
you pointed at me, I thought, check it. Okay.
All right, and the only other thing I've got is under the technology, energy, well, I should say there's one other item that should go in there. I think I've got listed down below maybe. Or maybe not. It's the NIMAP. So, yeah, I put it in underneath unfinished business. I don't even get to that. But as far as the technology goes, we had our walking tour meeting last Thursday. We are just, this week, they've been working on the photos to go with the walking tour app. And hopefully by the middle of next month, it will be ready to go. Just so you know, we'd like to have it up and ready by Labor Day. We'll see. It's been progressing. And that's really all I have under that. Going down, anybody else have anything for Parks and Rec or technology? I guess this recreation program underway now?
Yes, yes it is.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything, no. I didn't, how long has it been?
Yeah, I was gonna say it usually starts about the middle of July or a little bit earlier than that.
If you hear, a couple parents approached me on the fact that they thought there was too much interaction between the high school, summer school students, and the little summer rec kids, because summer school's in Danville this week here. I've been down there, I've been down there 5 times, and there isn't that interaction. They've got, the high school kids are using the second, third floor, and the little kids are using the downstairs in the other 2 buildings. So.
Probably call them when they're all exiting the building or something.
Yeah, it might have been in the first day or 2 when things are getting organized, but it's, so there isn't that kind of, we don't have them commingled or, not an issue.
Okay, if there's nothing else under those items, we'll move to unfinished business. Last week when I asked for approval on the authority to sign the lease with this Verizon company, I forgot 2 items. One is the seeker, and the other was the negative declaration, which I have right here, all of them. These were all approved by John. I just didn't bring them all up last week. They should be approved separately. It's obviously a simple process, given that it's just a pole. And it's right there by a nice egg pole anyway. And they've already got the FAA approval and all that good stuff. So I would, for the first item, entertain a motion to approve the seeker. It's a Part 1, short form.
So moved.
I have a motion from Trustee Labar. Do I have a second? Second from Trustee Nagel. Discussion. Okay, you're not hearing any. Trustee Nagel?
Aye.
Trustee Zay?
Aye.
Trustee Labar?
Aye.
And the mayor's an aye. Thank you. Now for the negative declaration. Entertaining a motion to approve that. I have a motion from Trustee Zay. A second, please.
I'll second it.
Second from trustee Nagel. Any discussion? Okay, not hearing any. Trustee Labar.
Aye.
Trustee Zay.
Aye.
Trustee Nagel. And the mayor's an aye as well. Thank you. Now, NIMAP, did everybody get a chance to look at the email I sent? It's probably been 2-3 weeks now. It was on the latest rates. Anybody have any objections? That's the program we approved for the village, not the one for the village-wide program. Okay. Then if you'll authorize it, I will get back with Good Energy and tell them we're good to go. Do I have a motion to authorize me to do that? Okay, I have a motion from trustee Labar, a second?
Second.
Second from trustees Zay. Discussion? Trustee Nagel?
Aye.
Trustee Zay?
Aye.
Trustee Labar?
Aye.
And the mayor's an aye. Okay. And the next item is something we've approved once. However, I would like to change the amount. That is, we set aside $2,000 for summer music programs on Main Street. To date, and this was primarily to support the First Friday events. Well, we're now into July, leaving maybe a couple of months of concerts left, maybe 3 if you get into October. I would like to go ahead and approve an increase in the amount for Chalk Walk, which is August, I forgot what date.
4th or something?
Yeah, it's coming up, not just, it'll be going from 200 to 400 for the steel band. That would, in essence, sponsor the steel band. Do I have a motion to that?
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion from trustee Zay to approve the increase of $200 to $400 for the steel band for Chalk Walk. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from trustee Labar. Any discussion?
I think just to add 2 cents to it, that I think for the First Friday event, they have music already planned for August.
Mhm.
I think DNY is doing something.
I believe they were going to, do, it's cruising night.
Yes. So-
And they were going to do some music on, but I don't know if they wanted a concert or not. If they don't, well, then that's fine. Money will stay where it's at then and get used for something
I think
else.
they are toying with September and October.
Mhm.
Giving you
That still leaves them $1,600. If they can't do anything with that, then give it back. I'm saying that jokingly. Okay, lightheartedly. Okay, we have a motion and a second. There's no further discussion. Trustee Nagel?
Aye.
Trustee Zay?
Aye.
Trustee Labar?
Aye.
And the mayor is an aye. Thank you very much. And last but not least, under unfinished business, DPOA contract. Why don't we just hold that until the end? We'll go into executive session. If there are any questions, we can discuss them at that time. And then we'll come back into open session and vote on it. So we'll go on to new business. We have a peddler permit from, what is it? What's the name of the company again? It's right here in front of me.
Primetime Marketing.
Yeah, Prime
On behalf of
Family Energy.
Family Energy,
Yeah.
yes, yep.
And the chief, I believe you've done background.
That's as much as we can.
Right.
No one's wanted or anything like that.
As far as we know, anyway. Okay, and they're willing to pay, it's what, $100 a person?
They did pay the application fee.
Okay.
And we had 4 or 5 applicants.
So they'll need to be
They
issued.
provided everything.
Yeah, we'll need to issue them a permit, right?
Yeah, we basically, what we do is we give them name badges.
Hey,
which
gentlemen,
are
you got
great.
one person already speaking.
And then we just let the police department know that these ones are good, that, not to ticket them, type of thing, unless there's an issue. But they'll all have name badges,
Okay, good.
so we do those.
That's not too bad. $500, I guess, huh? I'll take it.
Take it.
I don't recall, but is there a specified period of time within which they can actually
They
be in
would,
operation?
they would have included the dates in here. Do you remember?
I don't, I think our ordinance had a time of day that they could.
Right, yeah.
Right.
And
And
I
I just don't recall what it was.
We'll have to look it up before they start.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Anticipate doing some spot checking.
It won't take long, because people will be calling,
Yeah.
No matter what.
no matter what they'll call.
Absolutely.
Name badge or otherwise.
Absolutely.
And their permit or whatever can be revoked at any time. So-
Okay.
As long as they're following the rules, they have nothing to worry about. And I think
But
that
absolutely, what are they peddling?
energy,
Energy,
Yep.
okay. House to house type thing.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Is that a breakaway necklace?
What?
Their name badge. Nothing, never mind. It's been a long day.
Okay, let's move on. So we have everything, we've appear to have covered the regulations on that. Do I have a motion to approve the peddler permit for this primetime marketing?
I'll make motion.
I have a motion from trustee Nagel. Do I have a second?
Yes.
I'll second it.
Second from trustee Labar. Further discussion? Okay. Trustee Labar.
Aye.
Trustee Zay.
Aye.
Trustee Nagel.
And I.
And the mayor's an aye. Motion passes unanimously. Discuss and vote on Michael Pinto home grant application for 22 Spruce Street. This is our first one?
Third.
Third, wow. That's how much I've been paying attention to. I guess I would ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion from trustee Zay, second.
I'll second it.
Second from trustee Nagel. Discussion? Trustee Labar?
Aye.
Trustee Zay?
Aye.
Trustee Nagel?
Aye.
And the mayor's an aye. And that finishes new business. Does the fire chief have anything he would like to add?
Well, nothing's changed since our last meeting. When I saw Greg at 2 o'clock this morning, he didn't say anything about the chassis or anything, so
Okay.
still the same.
We figured there was no change.
No,
Everything's quiet.
yes, let's keep it that way.
All right. The only other questions I have, Scott, when it comes to MRB, there was a bunch of stuff we passed last week. Have we gotten everything passed that needed to be passed for Greg?
I believe so.
Did you talk to him at all about them?
I talked to him, told him, yeah, everything, he'll have to send paperwork down, or especially for that one for 44,000 previously.
Well, I already signed that.
Oh, you did, okay, so.
Yeah. I signed that. I signed the change order.
And then everything. You signed Maple Street too for the pump station, I know.
Yeah,
I think you signed it.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I
Oh,
can
you
call
put-
and check with him if there's anything outstanding, but I
Yeah.
just told him briefly that everything passed and
I'm just trying to think what else we may have had. I mean, there was that business with the grant stuff. I wasn't sure where we stood with that. Remember, there was the, we're going for the grant on the study.
well, we're not gonna do the one grant to get their money reimbursed. We're gonna wait and go for the
Right.
big grant now.
Yeah,
So that small grant we won't apply for. I don't think they will. No, I know they won't because we have to sit and wait for it.
Mhm.
But that's a good question. I mean, it's-
I just want to make sure all that little stuff is taken care of so that we don't get hung up here.
Yeah, no, I can give them a call.
Okay, I-
Signed and sealed.
I know we have passed it. We had to vote on it, what we were going to do with that.
Are you talking about that other grant?
Yeah. And we were talking how we were going to handle that, the way they recommended.
The way they recommended was.
I just want to make sure we got all the paperwork for that process correct.
I'll check and make sure.
Yeah, if not, we can quickly do that
I
tomorrow.
think we're good.
Okay, are there any community comments at this point? Actually, I should say, is there any actionless item summary?
No, do you guys want anything added?
I can't think of anything. Any community comments? I noticed a lack of presence of the media, news media tonight. I must have figured that changed it to some other week.
Maybe came last night.
Oh, maybe, although he made a point, yeah.
What are they doing Stewart Street there? Are they gonna do that when Scott does in Clay Street or Clinton Street there?
No, they is us.
Oh, we're gonna be doing that? Okay.
We are the village.
When we,
Village?
when we,
Oh, okay.
when we get everything in order, then we will do it. Probably looking, what, September?
I hope before that.
Well, I'm being being a pessimist, being conservative,
Realist.
a realist.
As soon as we get the permits, I'm gonna
The update on, the concrete.
Culvert?
Culvert.
Yeah, that'll be here long before the permit, I'm afraid. I mean, we won't have it here. We can't get it here till it's ready, but it'll be ready.
They'll move it in just as we need to have it put in,
They'll
right?
bring it in there. We'll have to have a big crane here ready. They come and it gets set and that's, right from the truck to the pole.
As far as being built though, that's gonna be in time being built though.
Yeah, I think the box itself, most of the boxes
The box culvert.
is built now. There's some little pieces and parts I know that we approved. That was part of that change order.
Yep.
That, they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the box would be absolutely ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little paper snafu there probably cost us a couple weeks, but it's all in, so hopefully we'll get it.
Okay, if there's nothing else, I will entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss the DPOA contract.
Make a motion.
And there will be action probably afterwards. Okay, a motion from trustee Zay. Do I have a second? Second from trustee LeBar. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the time is 7:41 or 42. Take your choice. It's about halfway.
I did, thank you very much. Yeah, I was just gonna tell you, they do that every year.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that's just what comes with the tree.
But I can make it break that down. About getting, you guys are all the ambulance stuff, I just talked to Dan about that again.
He doesn't have it
Because he does his part, but it's, McNeil Company that can't get it.
Figure out what we gotta do.
Okay.
Do what we gotta do.
I'll give you everything else tomorrow morning.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Bye. Oh, Scott, I